Hello, everyone. I figured I'd come on and discuss and give my feelings about what has been happening lately in the sports news, especially with the WNBA right now. So we all know there's been controversy about with Caitlin Clark and the fact that everybody it seems like WNBA in general is hating Caitlin Clark because she's their money child. She's their money child. She brings in the fans, she brings in the sponsorship, she brings in the hype, she brings in a lot. You got her, and you got Paige Beckers, you got Jessica Shepard, you got a lot of these women that, no offense, aren't what the WNBA is trying to project itself as. So you can tell that it's becoming. Granted, I personally like watching the NBA. Take out all the politics, take out all the LGBTQRIST alphabet soup shit. You take all that out. You take out all the political bullshit that is presented in the WNBA. The WNBA is actually really cool to watch. I mean, I prefer honestly to watch over the NBA now. But that's just me. I like the speed of the game. I like the overall competitiveness and the women. To see athletes, coming up that are really good. And there are a lot of good athletes, and they're just not the black women. There's like you said, you got Paige Beckers, you got Caitlin Clark. Aaliyah Boston's great. She's a great basketball player. Don't forget Collier, she's great too. She's a good player too. Asia Wilson, she's great. You got Chelsea Gray, Alicia Gray. They're all phenomenal. And you also got athletes that are like I said, Paige Beckers, Caitlin Clark, Sophia Cunningham, Lexi Hall. You got Breanna Stewart. We all know she's good. I'm gonna take the political bullshit out of it. Sabrina Ionescu, Rebecca Allen. I think I said Jessica Shepard. Maddie Siegrist. All these players are phenomenal. Like, I personally can't pick a favorite team. And my favorite team is anybody who's not playing. My favorite team is anybody who's playing against Angel Reese. Because honestly, me personally, Angel Reese can't play. She's got high schooler ability at minimum. At minimum, in my opinion. The only reason she's got her stacks, and we all know it, but we keep making her sound like, when she says she's the GOAT, we keep saying, yeah, you're the GOAT, like, bull. Not for nothing, bitch. You ain't the GOAT. You ain't Michael Jordan. You ain't got no skills. Your skills are as par as maybe a high schooler's. An average high schooler's. Not saying like superstar high school. I'm talking an average to poor high school player, basketball player. And I'm no athlete myself. I'll be the first one to tell you, I stink at basketball. I stink at all sports. Hence why I was only second and third teams when I played football in high school. Hence why I never tried out for basketball, because I know I stink. Hence why, it is when I play softball. We're a 40-plus old league. It happens, it is. But not for nothing, you sloth-looking bitch, you ain't great. Sorry, I know I'm swearing a lot, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to be. But when I start getting rambling about something that, I see as being portrayed as a false image, it tees me off. And sometimes I need an outlet. And I recently used all the years about getting an outlet and releasing. And I'm on to the point, almost at the age, like, you know what? People who know me know me. People who you don't like me don't like me. I'm grown up. I'm in my 40s. You know what? Whatever. It is what it is. People who love me, they love me. People who know me, and they love me. Just people that hate me. I'm gotten to the point, like, why, just be real. You get more respect for being real. And it took me a while to learn that. And sometimes I think people like me more now than being a little bit more real. I don't always speak out, but, when the past 2 years, it's gotten that way, especially with sports. And it agitates me, and I keep seeing agitation. And like I said, the reason I'm making this video is because lately with what's been happening, especially I saw this morning, So here's what I think about with, the whole thing. Caitlin Clark, she's a phenomenal player. She's got skills that's unbelievable, and I could see her being compared to Michael Jordan. Paige Beckers, phenomenal skills. Probably one of my favorite players. I'll take Paige Beckers over Caitlin. And I like Caitlin, but I like Paige Beckers over. And they both got phenomenal skills. But I like Paige Beckers over her. And so I would personally say, if I had to compare people, and I would agree with a lot of this, Caitlin Clark would be compared to Michael Jordan. I would say Paige Beckers compared to John Stockton, Scottie Pippen, Grant Hill. And you got like Sophie Cunningham. I would try to. The amount I've seen her play, she keeps going the way she's going. She could be like, I would put her in the category with like Larry Bird and some of those guys. She's got very old school style basketball. She don't really try to trick shot a lot, but she's good. Same thing, Lexi Hall. Lexi Hall is a younger version. If I had to compare like Lexi Hall and Sophie Cunningham, Sophie Cunningham don't have the status of the player I'm going to compare her to, and neither does Lexi Hall have the status of what I'm going to compare her to, the player I'm going to compare to her, and I'm going to compare her to the baseball players. But I can see the greatness there, but they don't have the greatness status. But as far as their chemistry, their potential, I see them as Sophie being like a Ted Williams and Lexi Hall being like a Kyle Yastrzemski. It's like on the team, Sophie is like the Ted Williams and Lexi is like Kyle Yastrzemski, because Lexi's like in the shadow of Sophie. But Lexi Hall is good. I know there's gonna be people disagree with me. You know what? It is what it is. This is how I compare people in my mind. Like I said, I would say for Caitlin Clark would be like compared to the GOAT, which would be Michael Jordan. Paige Beckers would be like John Stockton, Scottie Pippen. That. But so, you know what? And like I said, you got good players, black players, female players too. You got Aaliyah Boston, Chelsea Gray, Alicia Gray. Sophia Collier. You got AJ Wilson. You got, they're phenomenal. They're phenomenal in their own right. And even when I graduated high school, when the WNBA started, when I graduated high school, the year I graduated high school, you have that's Cheryl Swoops, which is phenomenal. She is a GOAT. You got Lisa Leslie, who's a GOAT. You got Rebecca Lobo, who's a GOAT. So it's fair to say, you know what? It's not all black, white, yellow, green, blue. You know what? Everybody's. If you're a good basketballer, you're a good basketballer. Because there's another one that doesn't get looked. There's a few other ones that don't get looked at too much. You got Kate Martin. Kate Martin's phenomenal. Kelsey Plum, Cameron Brink. You got Deonica Hamby. You got Ray Burrell. You got and if you want to even go on, Oriental side, you got you from Dallas Wings. You got Caitlin Chen. Like, there are so many phenomenal basketball players that are in the WNBA that, more so than there is in the NBA, honestly. So, bring them women up. Bring them up. Show them what they got. Show them that they do mean something. Show them that they got skills. Because they do. They got phenomenal skills. Phenomenal skills. I feel there's more talent in that WNBA than there is the NBA. But I will say, like I said, compare, and I'll stand by it. Caitlin Clark is like the Michael Jordan, and Paige Beckers is like the Scottie Pippen, John Stockton, all phenomenal, great players. Now, speaking on that more, is I saw a thing in my Instagram this morning. I think it was about at the Fever game Seattle game. It's definitely Seattle. They were wearing Seattle jerseys or shirts, and said that they were going after a Sophie Cunningham fan, and for about what she said about the LGBTQ world and the alphabet soup world, and how she doesn't have anything against them. It's just that women should play women's sports. Girls should play girls' sports. And there should be no transgender. No man should be playing in female sports. And honestly, if we're going to do that, we're going to do vice versa. No females should play in men's sports. So it is a two-way street. I'm putting that out there. It is a two-way street. You're going to allow no women in men's sports, and you're going to allow no men in women's sports. That girls look up to these women basketball players. And I'm going to say it again and again. I really do think Brittany Griner is not Brittany. I believe Brittany is Brian Griner. I can be wrong. I can be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it is what it is. But I stand with Sophie. I'm not gonna lie. I stand with Sophie. I stand with Sophie Cunningham and what she said, because she never said she had a problem with the LGBTQ or IST, whatever alphabet soup community. She didn't have a problem with them particularly. She had a problem with men playing as women in women's sports and ruin it for females. I agree. There's men's sports, there's women's sports, and there's men's and women's decisions, which, it is how it is. Now, you say, well, what about like Little League and this, all that? Look, that's the age where they're learning the sport. So men and women playing those sports recreational, fine. I get it. That's fine. I believe in co-ed. I still like the idea of co-ed. But when you have a WNBA and an NBA, they're obviously separate. W stands for Women's National Basketball Association. The WPBL that just started, Women's Professional Baseball League. You know, the one that has like 4 teams right now and they're starting up. So, if it has a W in front of it, obviously it's for women. Men shouldn't be part of it. It's common sense. But, and again, this world is losing common sense. So, again, I stand with Sophie. I'll back Caitlin up. You know, it's when it comes to ideas like this. WNBA is women. It's not transgender. It's not TW. It's not TNBA. It's not NBA. It's WNBA. Be different with TNBA, but it's not. I just went 16 minutes on that. So, if I got anybody by now, there's another thing I want to talk about. Just briefly. It's kind of funny, too. This Mead guy that got brought over with his trade through the Red Sox. He plays 4 games. He gets hurt from his wrist. Come on now. You just wasted that trade. It's like, I mean, I know people get hurt and they can't help but get hurt, but that's kind of funny in my mind. Like you wasted, like, I'm not gonna say even wasted a trade, but he got hurt that soon. He was supposed to be this great pickup and he got wasted. Had 4 games. I think he said 4 games or something like that. He gets his wrist hurt. What's up there, Red Sox? Granted, I do like how you guys have been playing. I like the fact that you guys are coming back and you guys are like showing your strength again. I like that you know, we got Chad Tracy came up as the manager, and I hope he sticks with him. I think he's a really good manager. I watched him with Worcester. Because I follow all the minor league teams. I watch players come up and go down, and you know, I think Chad Tracy was a good bring up, and I hope the Red Sox, if they're smart enough, they have him for a couple year contracts. But come on, you just got this guy Med, whatever you want to say. I say Mead, and within 4 games, he's got a hurt wrist, and he's could probably be out for a long time. And then there's these stupid rumors about people are putting on about, you know, training Roman Anthony, training this person, that person, like, and they're like star players. Like, you guys need to bring these players up too. I mean, granted, on the outfield, you got your outfield. You got Ceddanne Rafael, you got Lola Abreu, and you got Jarren Duran. You got a great outfield. You got a great outfield, and I love that. But there was also talk, I saw something about the other day about getting rid of Marcelo Meyer. Yo, Marcelo Meyer's good. Keep him at third base. You know, don't mess with Marcelo Myers. You know, put Marcelo on third. Put Trevor Story back on shortstop. So you have my opinion as the lineup, and I've been a Red Sox fan since I was 6. So my opinion on this is how I would do it. For your starting lineup, outfield, you have Jarren Duran, Ceddanne Rafael, Lola Abreu. You have infield starting with third base. You have Marcelo Meyer, shortstop, Trevor Story. Or you can put Trevor Story at second. He can play either one of those. Siegler, you switch Siegler with Story. You switch Story and Siegler between second and shortstop. You keep Contreras at first with backup Gonzalez, Romy Gonzalez, as backup first baseman. Navarez is catcher with Connor Wong as backup, as you got. Pitchers, you keep totally